Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of my Thursday live training. I'm so excited to be here with you. We're going to be dropping some epic knowledge bombs for you here. Today's all about how to increase your prices and feel an integrity with your high-end rates, how to get really grounded in your own value and feel really confident when you raise your prices or when you communicate the value of your packages to your clients on sales calls or even on your marketing materials. But more than anything is a super potent mindset shift and exercise I'm going to give you for you to get super clear and really confident in yourself as to why you deserve to be charging premium prices. And not so much why you deserve, but why is important for you to raise your prices, to charge premium rates, and feel really confident in doing so. Let me make sure. Hi, Maddie. Oh, I see you. How are you, beautiful? Let me just make sure that I have the question box here. Okay, cool. So this training that I'm going to give you today, I'm probably going to add it to my membership site because actually one of my clients asked me about this question this week and I was like, I need to talk more about this. So I'm going to expand on that training and I'm going to give you some of the things that hi, Monica, that I share with my private clients. So this is going to be really good. Hi, Diane. Hi, Monica. Hi, everyone. I love you. I love seeing you here. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about is why is it important that you go from charging like $50 products or $50 for a product or for $297 and you let go of that and really find the confidence to step into charging premium. The number one simple reason is that I'm going to give you many different reasons, but here's the first thing. You want to start thinking about what does it really take for you to run a business? Because if you're going to be living off of $37 products or $297 products, you're going to need to sell 20 $500 products, let's just say, or services or packages, whatever you're selling. You're going to need to sell 20 of those a month to make 10K. And I think a lot of people don't think about that. They're like, oh, everybody sells $297 or not $597 or $97 things, sessions. And they don't think about, can I really live off of selling $200 products, right? Yeah, because it's so much easier. It seems like presenting the value of a $200 course is much easier, right? Can you tell me in the comments, can you give me a 1 if you think selling a $200 thing is much easier than selling a $2,000 thing, right? It sounds like a right observation, like a belief that we should all buy into. But in reality, what I want this training to be about is sharing with you how you can selling a $200 offer is actually the exact same as selling a $2,000 or a $20,000 offer. It takes the exact same amount of effort, the exact same amount of resources, and in fact, it can be a lot easier to sell something that is high end, okay? Okay, Maddie says, one limit and believe, I'm wondering if you can address, part of me doesn't actually like charging high-end rates, even though mine are low compared to most, because I want everyone to be able to access this amazing info, A lot of my clients pay it and are happy to put it, but let me know if you have any insights on this. Okay, cool. I do have a mentor who says a lot of $200 sessions and makes multiple 6 figures, but he's always working. Yeah, here's the thing. You can make money however you want. You can 100% make money selling $200 offers. Tons of people do it. Tons of people have huge businesses. But I think we always see their high points. Oh, they're making 6 figures and they're selling $200 products. Great. But what took them in order to get there? What was the pathway for them to get there? What I'm suggesting is, yeah, you can 100%, and not just you, Maddie, but I'm saying everybody watching this, you can 100% make money selling $297, $597, whatever, right? $1,000. Great. But when you're starting out, at any point in your business, what I recommend and what I believe in is that when we are offering a big transformation for our clients, when we are offering deeper transformational work, we want to be able to provide a service where you are showing up for your client 300%, being really present and being feeling nourished in your business, knowing that this is an excellent business decision for you, whether you charge low or high, like feeling really good about that, but also noting like what does it take for you to give a really deep transformation to your client, whether that is in business or energetically, mindset, mental, whatever it is, right? Health. Clients, in order for people to get a deep transformation, it's going to take a lot of time, or it's going to take energy more than just like 1 hour, right? If you sell a session for $200, it's going to take way more than an hour for them to really get a deeper level of transformation. So what is important to think about is what is the other option for me to work less hours, work less time with less people and still make a lot of money, make the money that I want to make or that you feel like you want to make for yourself. And what I'm offering as a business model structure, which has always worked for me, and I've seen so many of my colleagues and my friends also applying this and getting a lot of amazing results. So I'm going to speak to that version of success. There are many, right? This is not the only way. But what really worked for me is noting I want to work with less clients and I want to really go all in with them. I want to be like side by side in their business and just being like really all in. And that is going to take a longer time of a container. But I'm okay with that. And I'm also okay with giving them my energy, giving them my attention instead of having to, have to serve like 1,000 people at like $200 and have to worry about bringing 1,000 people a month in order to make $20,000. Does that make sense? Like it's too much effort. So you can make the same amount of money if you charge a higher premium and you're going to be nourished. But not only that, when people invest at a higher level, they're going to be so invested in their transformation because they're not going to be looking for any other courses. They're going to be like, listen, I'm going all in on this. And so that is going to create a deeper level of commitment from both of you and is going to create a deeper level of belief in you. Like, okay, this is the client that I'm going to serve. I'm going to go all in. And there are clients who are willing to pay my high-end rates, which we haven't gotten to how to communicate the value. Right now, I'm talking about like your business model and understanding that charging low rates is going to take you so much more work to meet your goals than if you start by charging premium from the very beginning. You can start charging premium even like within your first year of business. If you're committed to delivering a deeper level of transformation to your clients and go deeper with them instead of kind of staying on the surface level. Okay. Let's see. Diane says, that's what I did the first time I launched my first course. It was $200 and it wasn't enough money and took a lot of work. Yeah. Doing a course is a lot of work. Doing a course takes so much effort. It's not like just whip up a video and sell it online for $200 and become rich. Like it's such a myth. It's a complete myth because now I want to move into the second part, which is this is actually from the first part, which is how much work is it going to take you to create your product? If you offer one-on-one coaching, you don't have to, like your margins are so high because you don't have to pay for a membership site. You don't have to like invest time in creating videos, workbooks, like payment processing fees for like the membership site, all of that costs, right? And it takes a lot of time to build. Maybe if you're doing a launch and you have like a webinar and you have emails, it's like so much work that people don't see and they think, oh, this person's making so much money with $200 product. Sounds easy. It's so much work, right? And so with one-on-one coaching, you can start presenting the deeper level of transformation, going with you one-on-one deeper, and you keep all of your margins and you're able to give people a super deep level of attention because you're not just kind of trying to sell something that kind of covers everybody. Like, when with a course, you kind of have to not water down, but like you have to kind of give the general view of what they're going to learn. Whereas with one-on-one, you can really dive deeper and specifically personalize all the work. So people are going to be way more excited to get a transformation with you because they're going to get that personal support, and people pay so much more for personalized support. Cool. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about how to get grounded in your rates. And Maria, I can address a little bit of that question that you had. I just want to make sure that I get through this the topic for this one, for this live. So how do you get grounded in your rate? So let's just say that you're like sold. Okay, I'm gonna go from charging $97 or $200 to at least $2,000 for my program. Okay, great. So then the next thing you're gonna come up against is like, oh my God, like, is it really worth it? So I'm going to give you a really practical exercise that you can do in order to get super grounded in your rate. So I actually have a workbook for this. I'm not going to give you a workbook because I just want to give you the exercise. I actually give this in one of my challenges. So I just pulled it up again. But I can tell you what it is. So what I want you to do is I want you to use your journal and I want you to write down what are all the quantifiable and the unquantifiable prices or let's just start with the quantifiable. What is the quantifiable price of whatever your ideal client is currently doing or spending money on trying to solve this problem that they have that you can help them with? Like, write down all the things they're spending money on right now that is not helping them get to the result that they want. So for my clients, let's just say that you're a weight loss coach. So your clients could probably be spending money on membership sites that they're not using, like gym memberships that they're not using. They're wasting time on different diet plans that are not tailored to them. They are buying pills and like potions and lotions in order to lose weight. And they're spending a lot of money on a lot of different things that are not bringing them their results, right? Hi, Jessica. So what are all the things that your clients are doing that are literally burning, like throwing money in the bin because they're not actually getting them the results that they want? So you want to think about that. Maybe for someone like Maddie, so Maddie helps entrepreneurs master their energy so that they can attract more clients. So for you, Maddie, maybe your ideal clients are wasting so much time or money or investing money in a lot of different strategies and a lot of different programs, or build a course and make money on passive income that's what they think they need to invest money in, and that's not actually the source of the problem. So they're throwing money at this problem and it's not actually helping them. So I want you to write down all the things that your ideal client is spending money on right now before they work with you. All the things that they think is a solution, but it's actually not helping them. So for example, if you're a dating coach, how much money is your ideal client spending right now? Probably on all the dating apps that don't work, taking women on dates that never go anywhere. So how much money is that for all the dates that they spend money on? All these guys that, want to meet their unicorn and their soulmate. They're taking so many women on dates. Each date is like $300, right? Like so many things that they're spending money on right now. That's the first step. Now, the second layer of this, and this is what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people, I will tell you this exercise. I think I've seen it around. But this is what most people don't do. And this is something so important for your sales and for you to get so grounded also in your ability to communicate to people why this is so important. And like, not so much tell them, but just helping them see them for themselves. So the second layer of this is think about all of the ways that your ideal client is going to spend so much money and waste money and resources and energy and pain and just so much if they don't fix this problem in the future. Like 10 years from today, if they do not solve this problem, what are all the things that are going to happen? So for example, a dating coach, if you're helping somebody, helping them find their soulmate, if a successful dude who's trying to find their soulmate, if they don't do that, they're probably going to get married to the wrong person. And they're going to spend a lot of money in a wedding, and they're going to spend a lot of money on a ring, and they're going to spend a lot of money on a divorce or a house together, and then a divorce, and it's going to be hundreds and thousands of dollars of money that they could have literally completely saved. And not only that, but the emotional cost of all of that, of marrying the wrong person. So imagine when you help people see, when they end up seeing, like when you ask a question on your sales calls or just in your marketing, like what happens if you don't fix this problem? Like, what do you think that will happen in like 1 year, 2 years? Or what do you think will happen in the future? What's the cost of not fixing this in 10 years, right? And you literally, they will tell you, people will be like, oh my gosh, this is what would happen even in just 1 year. So for you to get present to what is the value, what is the cost of people not working with you, not just like now, not just what they're doing now, but in the future, it like brings back the awareness that what you have to offer is so valuable for them. That is like $2,000 or 5 or 10. It's actually not, it's nothing compared to what would happen, what they would have to spend money on if they didn't work with you, right? Hi, Troy. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Zoe. Good to see you. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Maddie says, I do have a mentor. Okay, that was the same question. Cool. So I really want you to write this down. And I gave this exercise in one of the challenges that I did, which I'm going to run next year again. But I want to give this to you again because I want to make sure that you do it and you use it repeatedly. Repeatedly, is that a word? Repetitive? Oh my gosh. Anyway, you use it consistently on your journaling prompts when you feel like you're not grounded in your value. And also it opens your eyes to seeing like, oh my God, these people need me right now. Like I have what it takes to help them and I just need to get myself out of my own way in order to really show them like, look, this is what would happen if we don't work together, right? Like for you, even just for you to look at, you don't have to be like talking about it on Facebook. Although if you have a cool marketing post where you can share that with people, like it can be really eye-opening. It's so important for you to see that in the big scheme of things, if you charge 10K for your services or 5K or whatever you consider premium right now, like your next level is actually nothing compared to what people are going to be wasting. Like if you don't help people sort out their energy and master their energy so that they can, attract clients with more ease and just have more belief in themselves and flow through life much easily as an entrepreneur and build their business and like change the energetics of their business, they're going to be burned out. They're going to be literally spending money on like adrenal fatigue, recovery, and so much strategy and ads and things that are not actually the problem, right? There is so much at stake. So when you get really present to that, it's like, I get super passionate because I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to help these people right now. So I really want all of you to do that exercise. And then the second part of that exercise is to really look at like, what is the quantifiable, the unquantifiable impact of not working with you. So that is more like the emotional impact of them not handling this, finding their soulmate. Like what's really at stake if they don't find their soulmate? Like all the, unfulfilled desires of building a life with a partner, waking up every morning and feeling like, oh, maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I need to stay single forever. Like all of that, it's not true, right? Like that's what they believe that is their normal, but there's so much more available to them. So when you tally all of that up, there's going to be a huge number that you might have never considered. You might have never even thought about. And that is what is really at stake for them. And who knows what else, right? Like we can only speculate. But that is really important that you start getting really grounded on what is the cost of people not working with you, because then that's going to give you the confidence to say, hey, on your sales calls, for example, you can say, hey, like, what is it really, where are you at right now? How do you feel in this area of your life? On a 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel in this area of your life and your health, whatever it is that you help people with? And if they say a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5, then what is it going to take you to get to a 10, right? And they're going to tell you like, oh, it will take for me, like what I would love is this and this and that, and these would have to go away. So they are literally communicating directly to you all of the reasons why it's so important for them, or what they desire and why it's so important for them to solve this. So you don't even have to bring it up, but it's going to be really easy for you to also mention like, okay, you told me that for you to go to a 10, these are the things that need to happen, right? And so they're gonna literally, you won't even have to say anything else other than just reflect back to them the answers that they give you, like from their own words, coming up with all of these things that they're struggling with in their life, that they're going to feel like, oh my gosh, like this is the cost of me not taking action over the next year. And then it's up to them, right? Like it's up to them. You don't have to force them or tell them like, you have to do this with me, otherwise you're going to die. Like none of that. But it's just up to them to see like, oh, this is one of the ways that things would go. And I get to choose whether I want to change it or not. And if people want to change it, then great. And if they don't want to change it, if they're not committed to it, then that's obviously, it's not that they're rejecting you, they're just rejecting their own commitment to themselves. And that's nothing to do with you when it comes to sales. Okay, Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions here because this is so important. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about this because I think in this entrepreneur spiritual world, everybody just wants to be like, you don't have to think about pain. You don't have to think about anything that's like negative. But this is, you don't have to use fear in order to enroll people in your programs ever. You do not have to, but you do have to illuminate the truth about what is the impact of staying in the same place if they don't take any action. That's just that is your commitment and your responsibility. And all, even spiritual, like even Amanda Francis, she says that, you know, and she's like the most spiritual person ever. Like she illuminates the truth. She's like, what's going to be happening in 1 year from today if you don't do this, right? Like it's time for you to step into that next level. It's time for you to whatever. And so it's important that you shift the relationship that you have. If you feeling like triggered when it comes to like talking about these things, there is growth there for you. Because there's nothing wrong with illuminating the truth about what will happen, and just mostly for yourself to get really clear on like, oh my God, charging 10K is actually not a big deal because I'm going to be saving them so much money. Cool. Okay. And so the last thing that I want you to do is 3 questions in your journal. And this is something that you can use all the time when you are, when you're journaling, when you feel a little bit like discouraged, when like your prices, if like people have said no a few times, I mean that you can let me know because I can help you with coaching on sales. But these are 3 questions that I really want you to journal on that are going to help you get super grounded in your value. Number 1, all the reasons why I'm valuable are, and then list all of the reasons why your work is so valuable. All the ways that, okay, there's 2 things. Number 1, all the reasons why you are valuable as a coach. And then the second one is all the reasons why your services are really valuable, because it's going to help my clients shortcut the time that is going to take them to get from A to B, because it's going to help them feel supported. It's going to help them believe back in themselves. It's going to give them all of these things that are going to help them get to where they want to be. And then the last question is, my clients will be lucky to work with me because, and then just list all the reasons why they would be lucky to work with you. This is all about getting super grounded in the belief in yourself and the belief in your offer. This is all internal work that is really important to do, because if you don't feel like you're worthy of charging high-end rates, and if you don't see like the logical side and also the energetic like mindset side of it, there's going to be a lack of belief when you pitch your offers on sales calls. And the truth is like you can charge your high-end rates today, but it's all about how you feel grounded in your value. So by doing these exercises, all the reasons why I'm valuable, and write it all down, and then all the reasons why my services are valuable, write it all down, and then my clients will be lucky to work with me because, and write it all down. If you do that consistently, trust me, your confidence is gonna go up a lot. Hi Charlize, hi Angela, how are you all doing? So let me know if you have any questions. Do you want me to I'm going to drop the questions in the comments after the live just so that you have them, and make sure that you do this on a daily basis, because that's really going to help you believe in your rates even more. I want to address Maddie's questions that she had. So one limiting belief that I was wondering if you can address, part of me actually doesn't want to charge high-end rates. Oh, yes. So what I would say about that is like, when it comes to charging high-end rates, like when it comes to charging whatever rates you want to charge, you have to want it. It's not what your coach tells you, or it's not what your friends are doing. Is what do you really want to charge, right? And then if you have big money goals, then just know that the number of people that you get to serve is going to be more than if you charge lower rates. It's just plain simple math. Like it's not different. It's not like there's any secret. If you want to charge like $500 instead of $2,000, it just means that in order to reach, let's just say 10K, you're just going to have to serve more people. And so from there, the shift is awesome. Like, how can I then work my marketing and just show up to attract that number of people and be really excited and about attracting that number of people and calling them in consistently, right? And taking the actions in order to be visible to attract those people. I think like we don't have to charge high-end rates if you don't want to, or not you, but everybody. everybody watching is, I don't necessarily say you have to charge high-end rates, otherwise your business is never going to work. Your business, you can create success by selling a $50 membership site or by selling $50,000 coaching packages. Like, it's all possible. It's just a matter of like, how do you want to grow your business? Do you want to have to build a huge audience so that you can sell $50 membership sites every month consistently? And like, it's going to take you, then you have to be really happy about building a huge audience and just feel behind that, right? Because that's what it takes in order to have a lot of traffic going to like a small price or like a low ticket product. Or if you're like, I don't want to build a big audience, I just want to go with people deeper, then just focus on what's going to serve your own desires. And if you want to work with less people at a higher price point, then your path is going to be different than if you had to sell a $50 product. It's just different ways of creating success. Okay, so let's see what other comments are coming in. Luis says, hi, Juliana, how to charge more to a previous client? How do you talk about it? How to raise your prices to former clients? I mean, I think like it just really, here's one tip that I can give you. And when it comes to re-upping with clients, I think what's really important is that you, before the day comes when you have to have that conversation, you start having the conversations ahead, like in advance. So you start seeding and creating a plan for both of you to continue working together. And you want to start talking about what are the ways that you can support them in getting to the next level, because there's always so much more work to do with a client, even after 6 months. And if you're doing business, because I know you are, I think you are, then you want to start seeding the conversation, or presenting the value, or like extending the possibilities of working together even before the day comes. Right? Or if you're already at that day today, the way that I would have the conversation is I would reach out to them and I would say, hey, so, oh my God, like I would actually have a conversation with them on the phone and say, I would love to catch up with you because I know that our agreements are coming to an end. And on the phone, when you're with them, you can say like, it's been so amazing working with you, and it's just been such a pleasure. We've done so many amazing things, and I think that we still have this and this and this to go. So I would love to continue working together, and I would love to know what are your thoughts about it. And then you let them tell you what are their thoughts about it, and then you get into that conversation, and then you literally just hear them out, right? Like you go without an agenda, really being of service. Of course, you want to work with them, but no clinginess, no like graspiness, and just really being grounded in what you know you can help them with. Because if you come to anyone and you say, hey, this is the amazing work we've done, and these are all the ways that we can still continue our work together that I see possible for you to get different results, people are going to be like, oh, cool. Like bring some opportunity, bring a vision to the call. Because sometimes people don't really have that vision for themselves. So you can bring that vision and then you can talk about it. Okay, Sarah says, let me know if that helped, Luis. Oh, Luis, sorry, I thought that you were someone else. There's another Luis in my community. Oh my God, I had a sales call this week and the girl asked me, how did you pick that price? Okay, so what's your question? Not sure what your question is. But yeah, I mean, your price is up to you. And I think like ultimately the price is what is the transformation that you're going to help people experience. That's really at the end of it. The price has nothing to do with how much your hours are worth or how much you are worth. Like, no, if people talk about online, I see so many people say, oh my gosh, charge what you're worth. Absolutely not. You are worth infinite. There's no value to your worth. So charging what you're worth is it's like an Instagram quote kind of thing. It's like one of those things that people throw, like fulfill your potential. Like, what does that even mean? It's not actually rooted in truth. It's just like a cute thing to say. So you get to decide your pricing based on how do you want to build your business? Are you the type of person that loves huge communities and like low end products and you want to build a bigger audience? Or do you just want to go deeper with people in a more transformational container where you go really deep with a few people and at a higher price point? It just depends on your energy. It cannot be like you can't copy somebody else's just because it works for them, because it might not work for you. Okay, it caught me off guard. How to respond to that? She's not a business owner. I mean, your price is, it's like, I think when people ask you about price, they are not focused. It's because the conversation has been focused not really on the value. People are not going to ask you about the price ever if you have done an excellent job in your sales call to create the value for, like, make it easy for them to see that this is what they need in order to get to where they want to be. The price is never really the problem. So I think what that tells me is that in your sales calls, you're not spending enough time getting to the deeper reason why they're where they are and where they want to be, and creating the gap to help them see that your program can help them get there. The price becomes irrelevant really it becomes irrelevant unless, people are always going to have like pricing thoughts, but really there are so many people, like, I make my investments based on like, is this going to help me get to where I want to be? Done. And sometimes I pay for things that are $10K in the last 2 days, like the Story Brand certification. It was a 3-day certification that was $10K, and I paid it in full, and it was no problem because I was sold on the transformation and what I was going to get. It didn't matter what the price was. Luis says, I think I am the only one from Bogota. Oh my God, you're from Bogota. What's up? Bogota. Sarah, yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, I think there's what I need help how to respond to that. Yeah, so as I said, you want to make sure that you are creating the value and helping them get really present on your sales call to where do they want to be and how you can help them get there, right? You're not convincing of like, why you're the only person that can help them get there, but it's just really helping them see that right now where they're at and where they want to be, it's not the same. And so creating that gap and creating the value of your program and saying like, this is really going to help you in this and this and this way, and always connecting them back to all their problems and what they told you at the beginning of the call is what's going to really help them see like, I don't care about the price. Cool. Woohoo! I love this training. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay, so I have a special reminder for all of you. If this resonated with you, there's 2 things that I want to tell you. The first thing is I want to make sure that you stay here for a second, because the first thing that I want to do is I want to offer you the opportunity to hop on a call with me where we explore what's going on in your pricing, and we look at where are you at right now, what are you charging, and how can you get to the next level, and if you are ready for that next level, and what are the beliefs and what are the strategies in order for you to really get behind that next high-end rate. Whether you are 10K and you want to go to 20, or whether you are at 2K and you want to get to 10, whatever that is, you can book a marketing makeover session with me, and I'm going to add the link here where we can dive deeper into this. And I'm going to tell you like, cool, I want to ask you tons of questions to see where you're at. We can create a plan to help you get to that next level and see what whether your offers are in alignment or not. Or whether, maybe it's okay for you to stay within this price range, or what's going to help you get to that next level. And if there's any way that I can support you in getting to that next level, I would love to share with you at the end some ways that we can work together. But even if we're like, okay, here's your plan, you can go away and implement it, and these are the things that you need, I still want to offer you the opportunity to get super clear and walk away from that call just being really clear on what you need to do in order to get to the next level when it comes to charging high-end rates. So I'm gonna drop the link here, and I have one more surprise. calendly.com/Juliana Garcia MMM. Yes, okay. So you can book a marketing makeover session. Just click on that link and book a call with me, and we can dive deeper into that. Okay, the second thing is, you guys, guess what? I'm doing the Expose Your Truth Challenge for the second time this year, version 2.0. And so I'm going to launch it tomorrow, and you guys are going to be the first people to get access to it. And I want to tell you about all the new things that are going to be so amazing about it. As you know, like 700 people joined this challenge. They participated. People were using the prompts to sell their programs. It was amazing. And they wanted more. So I decided to create this version and adding 12 new prompts that are more sales focused, because the first version of the challenge, as you know, wasn't my intention to like sell. So I wasn't really selling. I was just showing up, being authentic, being me. And it just so happens that people started coming to me and being like, hey, I love what you're putting down. Like, what would it look like to work together? So that was epic. But then ever since then, I have created hundreds of posts that are more sales focused, super value driven. And that is what I call like selling through value. And so I'm giving you 12 extra prompts that you can grab in order for you to be able to create more content that's more sales driven. Okay. So I'm going to be launching it tomorrow. And I would love for all of you, once I make the post, drop an emoji so that I can send you the link, because it's going to be a new link and then you're going to get a new guide with the new prompts. And also there's this super special competition that I created because all of you are so courageous to show up and use the prompts. And I wanted to reward you because I know what it takes to create a goddamn post when you're being vulnerable, when you're selling, when you're just doing all these things. I know what it takes. Like, I've been there. I do it all the time. I remember feeling that like, oh, I felt like I just conquered, you know, a mountain when I first started doing it. And so I want to reward you for that courage and that commitment. So here's what the competition is all about. Basically, when you refer friends to join the challenge with you, you earn some entries or points. And then every time that you make a post using the prompts and you use the hashtag expose your truth, and you submit it to the page that I'm going to give you guys, you're going to earn points as well. And this competition goes for 45 days. So for those 45 days, every time that you post that your expose your truth post, you can earn points and keep referring as many friends as you want. And at the end, you're going to be able to win $2,000 off, $1,000 off the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. I added a 90-minute intensive valued at $1,500. That's why I lowered the $2,000 off the mastermind to one, because I'm actually giving another price, which is a 90-minute intensive with me. You will also be able to, 5 people are going to be able to win Voxer 1-year-long subscriptions. 3 people are going to win 1-year-long Canva Pro subscriptions. And there's more prizes there. So there's going to be like 20 winners. So there's a huge likelihood that you can win. So definitely make sure that tomorrow when I make the post, you drop the emoji or the word exposed in the post that I'm going to make on my profile, so that you can get access to it right away and you can start monetizing the challenge right away. It's going to be so fun, you guys. It's going to be amazing. So I'm super hyped, super excited. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure that you go, if you want to have a consultation with me as it relates to your pricing and your offers and raising your prices and really getting to that next level of your income, book a call with me. And that link is actually a correct one. So go ahead and book a call with me and then stay tuned for the challenge tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. Mwah! And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.